Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to today's video. So in this video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to talk to you about perhaps the internet's biggest secrets that we all should know actually. And I think it will be really helpful for us to know what these things are, though it's kind of secret, but we need to know this because it's very important. So the things I'm going to talk to you about is our dark web, deep web, and marianas web. So most of us actually heard about dark web, but we never actually tried to go there and see what is there actually. So we are not well educated about these things, and I think it's very important for us to know what it holds, what kind of information holds, so that we know what are there, because we usually know that 95% of internet are hidden from us, which are included in the dark web and marianas web such as. So we definitely need to be educated about these webs, certain types of webs, and yeah, we just basically need to know what's going on with those 95% of internet. All right, so uh, let's just start. But before we start, I just wanna talk about something that I just wanna tell you that I'm not liable for anyone who goes into these webs by watching my video and tries to do illegal stuffs there, and I'll not be by any means liable for anyone who will be doing that. My video is purely for, as I already said, it's for educational purpose and entertainment purpose only. So with having been said that, I'll not waste more time, so let's just get started. So we need to understand that there are mainly four types of web. These are surface web, dark web, deep web, and marianas web. I may not have said it accordingly, but this is how it is. So let's start with the surface web. What is surface web? So surface web is where we find websites like Facebook, Google, then what else? Instagram, Twitter, and every other social medias and other websites which we normally use in our day-to-day life are stored in the surface web. So surface web is nothing secret, and as I already said, it holds only 5% of internet that we use in our day-to-day life. Moreover, surface web includes websites which are searchable through our search engines that are inside our web browsers like Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, like Google itself is a search engine. Then there is Bing, which are actually searchable through the search engines. These websites are included in the normal surface web. Alright, so then comes the deep web, which is one step further, one step secret also than the surface web. It's secret because though it is searchable through our visitable through our normal Internet Explorer or Google Chrome browsers, but they can only be visited through having specifically written down the URL or website's name. We need to specifically write the website's name in the URL of the browser section so that we can visit those websites. Otherwise, if we just search through our Google search engines or Bing search engines, we will not find those websites because they are somehow protected and not seeable for us if we search through these search engines. Alright, we need to have those particular address, and we need to type in our URL section of the browsers in order to visit them. And after visiting those websites, we need to have some kind of legal permission or some kind of password to enter into those websites. I hope I am being able to make you understand. So that is what actually deep web is. Then after that comes the dark web, and it's the most badass one. The reason I say badass, there are reasons actually, because it's badass because there are not only legally websites that are present in the deep web. There are far more websites, and it's actually bigger than the deep web by way farther. It's bigger, all right. It's by way bigger than the uh, deep web. It holds a lot of information. At first it was invented in 1990 by the government itself, but later it gradually involved, because you need to have some special browser. You cannot browse through normal browsers like Google Chrome or other browsers. You need a browser called Tor, which I'll be showing a few minutes afterwards. But you need to visit through this browser. You cannot visit by any other way, alright? And it's the most badass because there are so much things you guys can see, which are actually pretty gross. Actually, it's very scary. There's Over the years, it just gradually developed into a criminal kind of place. There are no criminal activities which are not included in this dark web. Starting from you can actually see criminals selling drugs in these websites of the dark web, criminals doing murder and showing the pictures of the murdered victim and whatnot. There are so much bad things going on here. There are also red rooms, which are perhaps the biggest gross thing that you guys can see in this dark web. There are actually being live victims being prosecuted or murdered brutally by criminals or IS members. And you guys can actually, if you hack into their websites, or if you guys have a chance to enter their website, you guys can see live. Just imagine how bad these websites are, and it's actually real. It's no fake, guys, no fake shit. It's totally real. There are actually there are some fake things, but these murders and executions, they are not fake. They are 100% real, and it's really shocking to see this even exists. And they are only being the defendants or the criminals who are actually sending these pictures, these scary pictures by doing murder and all these things. They're only being able to do this because they are not being traced by the police, because that's what dark web is, right? If you're using dark web and doing this kind of criminal activities, you are not going to be traced because you are not traceable. The IP address is split into many sections, that it first goes to France, then from France the IP goes to another country, from that country it passes on to your country. So it becomes impossible for the police or anyone to track you. But let me just tell you this, that it's not 100% true that you are untrackable. There are certain circumstances where you can be trackable, so it's a very dangerous site. So I'll suggest you that you guys don't go into dark web unless you don't know how to browse. Alright, you guys need to be cautious about certain things, otherwise you guys also can be traced. If you guys be traced by the police, that's not a problem, right? Because you're not a criminal. But if you guys be traceable by the other criminals, that's very dangerous. And believe it or not, there are also hitmans. Yes, I say there are also hitmans in these websites where you can hire a hitman to murder another person. It's true, and it's happening, and it happened. Alright, so this is a very dangerous place. So it's better just to keep away from dark web unless you don't know what you are doing. And there are also certain circumstances where you will find some websites with .onion. Normally in our browsers we see .com, www.com, but here there are some websites with .onion in Tor browser, where if you click, there could be, you can get your computer into serious trouble. I mean, your computer can get hacked, your webcam can turn on, and people could see you, actually can see you, and there could be virus in your computer that's very dangerous, dangerous than the Trojan virus that we knew before. All right, so there are numerous things that can go wrong if you use this dark web negligently, I'll say. So it's better to use it with cautions and safely. And in order to do that, you need to actually understand few things, which I'll be showing a few minutes later. So don't worry, just stay with me. And so this is what dark web is. And after that, there is also called marianas web. So marianas web, many people say it doesn't exist, and many people, that's why many people doesn't know about marianas web. They know about dark web, but they don't know that marianas web also exists. So there is a story actually basically behind marianas web, whether it exists or not. There was actually a web designer. Personally, I'm a graphic designer, but yeah, just saying. But there was a web designer who was doing some web page designs as usual for a client. He didn't knew about the client, the information about the client. If you guys are working in this freelance like me, and I'm doing graphic designer, and when I'm working for the client, I don't see clients, I don't search for clients information. All right, I see that our client is sending me this file to work on, so I work for him or her. I don't actually go through his details and stuff to see who that person is. And sometimes it can also be someone who is using another account, may have sent you a work, so it could be something. So this is how that person, that web designer, was working for another person without knowing who he was. All right, so after working for 1 week, he was being paid a lot of money. It's like I heard that he was being paid $10,000 per week, something like that. I'm not sure about the numbers, but yeah, something like that. He was being paid a lot than the usual money that he was actually being paid, and so he thought that it was a very good job and he was working for it. But one day, after working for 1 week or 1.5 week, he had a thought in his mind that why not I see the web page that I'm designing, what it holds and what I'm actually working on. So he was actually not being able to open every single page of that website that he was working, because it was protected by somehow. But he managed to actually get in one of the page of that web. So sorry guys, I didn't tell you that the page that he was working in, the web page that he was working on, was called the marianas web. All right, so yeah, so he was actually he opened the web page, one of the web page, and he saw a video. All right, he saw some black magic related things with a video. And when he turned on the video, that was the most scary part. He saw a video, some sort of video. It could be some sort of Illuminati video. Illuminati are the actually persons who worship Satan. So they are basically psycho type of people, and it was the video, when he looked at it, it related to something like that, and he was very shocked that he was working on something like that. So instantly he went to the police and told about this. So this is how this marianas web page that he was designing brought up the name of marianas web. So people, by referring to this incident that happened with this web designer, people say that marianas web do exist, but it's not 100% sure still now that it does exist. But in my opinion, since the web designer has found the evidence, so I think it does exist. So yeah guys, that's what it is. And yeah, I would like to show you a video that the web designer that he worked, he himself found this video. The exact video I'm going to show you, the video that he saw while he opened one of the page from this dark web, marianas web. Wait, let me just search. I think I saw the video over here. Yeah, so guys, this is the video. Just watch the video. Here you go. Alright guys, shout out to this guy also. This guy, as I'm
खुद आपको उन बाइनरी कोड को डिकोड करके बताऊंगा और उसका मैसेज भी बताऊंगा कि उस बाइनरी कोड का क्या मतलब है. तो आपके सामने ये रही वो कुछ वीडियो क्लिप्स.
Wait, here's the video. Guys, just see the video, how scary is it. And this is the exact video that the other web designer saw. Oh man, I am not even seeing this video right now. Pretty fucked up video. Alright guys, so this was the video, and you can see how scary it was, and for the web designer to see the video for the first time, oh man, we could only imagine. Alright, so this is what happened guys. So guys, right now I think I should just end the video here, because you know it's prayer time. So I will be showing you the Tor browser in my next video, how to open and how to use secretly, so that you guys don't get into any kind of trouble, or anyone or no one gets to trace you. So guys, until next time, take care, and yeah, peace.